Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Listen, I'm doing you guys a secondary read today because I have my DMs and my emails and my Instago blowing up with like full-fledged anxiety attacks all over the place from people that just can't get out of negative spiraling. So what is happening is your angels really want you to have some messages right now. I really feel it. I almost feel like I'm going to cry because what happens is we fall into a pattern that we don't mean to. It's subconscious. We start to analyze things, then we get a little more critical, and then it makes us a little negative, and then it makes us worry, and then fear comes in, and guess what? We're right out of that canon of, craptacular, spectacular, fear, worry, doubt, all of those things. So this is what your angels want you to know right now, other than it's going to be fine. It's all in your head. It never actually comes to fruition, all these great doomsday prophecies, okay? So our angels really want us to relax, and I think there's some very profound change going on, and what happens is our body and our subconscious don't adapt all that well to us trying to rectify situations, growth, because we're out of our comfort zone, and that's all that is. That's seriously what I need you to know, is you're just trying to move out of your comfort zone and grow as a person, and it's growing pains. That's all it is. So we're going to be really chill. I have every last emerald I've ever had for good luck and prosperity for you. I'm actually going to put these in the store now that they're all ready. They're all just rough cut emeralds, and I love working with them, and I feel really lucky and happy when I'm wearing them. This is what we're going to do, people, okay? We're going to have some choices. Oh, and I wanted to put these out. I was setting up the altar. I was talking about this on my Instagram. I made some real guitar pick earrings with maps and chalcedony. Like, these are real guitar picks. You could use them. You could loosen this hook and pull them right off and play your guitar. I've got maps over there. I've got the sea glass. I love these so much. Look at that with the blue. They're so light because they literally are just guitar picks, and they fall so beautifully, and they look really cool, and they're such a big conversation piece. Like, wherever I go, everybody freaks out. They're like, are those what I think they are? And I'm like, yeah. And I also completed my Om necklace, which is really pretty with crystals. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm very excited for everybody to kind of receive their messages, because I get like this. I am only human too, and I get the same way. My mind starts playing tricks on me. It starts like these phantom scenarios that just are not real. We need to get a grasp on something. That's why I got citrine here too. I always keep citrine right by me. It cleans all the air, it takes all the negativity away, and it elevates us, and it adds a kind of happy, light energy. I drape this on the back of my neck when I have tension, and all the tension really seeps out. I mean, this is your power time, people. You know who you are. You're all stepping into this gorgeous, gorgeous self-actualization. So the first thing we need to actualize is we are so divinely guided and protected when we just slow down. That's it. We're not out here to prove anything, not one damn thing to anyone. Once I stepped into that light, I didn't care about any criticism, because I'm like, that's person's reflection, projection, and problem. It's not mine. I could literally be walking down the street and someone could be like, you are the ugliest, weirdest person I've ever seen, and I would just laugh, because I would know 100% that energy and opinion and damage belongs to them, not to me. That's what we need to realize. So anybody looks at you sideways, you feel heavy, you feel contemplative, which is important when we're going through change. Just release everything right after you think it. Negativity comes and go, thank you for visiting, but there's the door. I'm good. You don't need that, because it's all ego. Our ego will try to blow us apart, pick us apart, and we're going to let go of that. Okay, so this is Team Mel on your side, letting you know that everything's fine. All will be well. Take a few deep breaths, get your favorite beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to why the universe wants you to have exactly what you want while you're deserving of it. And we have 3 choices today. We have I am presence, which is also number 30. We have visualization, which is 28. And we have creativity, which is number 10. And these are all ideal. If you want to listen to all of them, I believe the messages, whatever you want to listen to today, is meant for you. And these are all things that are fantastic for erasing any kind of doubt and self-pity parties too, because knowing I am presence means we are absolutely aware of everything that's going around in the presence. And when we do that, we notice beauty, we notice growth, we notice all the good things in the world, and we also notice that we're universally connected, and we can reach out for help whenever we want. It's always provided for us. Okay, visualization. Visualize the absolute best in everything possible. We're so worried sometimes. I was watching Jake Juicy today, and he was saying how Why in the world would anybody say, well, what's the worst that could happen? Because then you start thinking about the worst that could happen. Oh, I could be poor. I could be living under the bridge. This could happen. Why do people start with that statement? Always start with what is the best that can happen. Right away, your visualization is warm, friendly, inviting, and invigorating because you are thinking of all the good things. If he asks you out, what's the best thing that can happen? You can have a fantastic date, a great connection. You can laugh. You can form a bond with this person. It could be a lifelong friend. It could be someone you can marry. Okay, best scenario, right? Creativity, that erases right away stress from me. You start making things, start creating things. A light is shown in other areas of your life. And actually, it's proven that when you open up creatively and you're doing something, what happens is your brain is kind of on the back burner solving all these other problems because now you have a healthy detachment from it because you're now engaged in something that is fruitful and enticing for you. So your brain's like, okay, let me figure out this. How is this bill going to get paid? How can I get this revenue stream? How can I offer an olive branch to my crazy cousin who did me bad and did me wrong again? You know what I mean? Oftentimes it's little internal family squabbles or friendships that when that's our main concern and we're not detached gets way bigger than it is. This is about making mountains back down into molehills because we're busy being creative and visualizing a great future. We are not out here getting ready for some kind of doomsday bullshit. Okay, we're getting a handle on things, and our brains really do get away with things. They run away. They act it gets like a steam train. That's what I can really equate it to. So we're going to start with I am presence. So right now, I just want you to let your life surprise and amaze you so you can appreciate the beautiful potential of everything. A sequence of events is about to line up for you, and it's nothing that you could have determined or orchestrated. It's just coming in for you because you're being aware of what you're doing, what you're saying, and all your feelings, right? You're using your 5 senses. So let's see. I'm going to pull 3 of these. So ebb and flow. So the ocean, be like water. Simply just flow over things. Let things flow through you. Don't grab everything like a magnet, things that are heavy or clingy, because oftentimes that psychic connection ties of heaviness that don't belong to us. Somebody that's being a bit of a parasite and, their negativity or their insecurity, and it can rub off on us. So the saying, just be like the water, flow and go, move on and purify, because water is very purifying. Emergence. You do have this beautiful new understanding that's emerging inside of you. You're having an understanding that, again, we are the Alpha and Omega. It begins with us. The second we open our eyes, are we reaching for gratitude and thank yous to the universe because we're happy that we're here on earth, that we're granted this life? Hey, are you waking up in a bed instead of out on a sidewalk? What's not to appreciate about that, right? Sometimes our ego or our want for more when we don't even need it and we think it's going to bring us happiness, and it is never things that bring us happiness. It is moments that bring us happiness, experiences that make us happy. It's only things that enhance us. A coat because we think we look suave and it's keeping us warm, but it is what's happening around us, those moments, those looks, those feelings, that tenderness, that connectivity, okay? And you're emerging and understanding in this. Also, earth magic. This is a huge message from your angels right now. There is earth magic around you all the time that's going to let you see opportunities, potential, and love everywhere. But all you have to do is ground out. Look outside, look at a tree, look at the most natural thing that's around you right now. If you're wearing a stone, that's why I wear so many rings. When I look down and I see natural stones, I realize this freaking amazing, gorgeous things came out of the earth. These things came out of pressure, came out of extreme temperatures, came out of whatever they were derived from. That's earth magic. It is all around us. And what I do when I get a little overwhelmed is I touch into that. I love the fact that I know that there's fairy magic. I know that there's angelic magic. So I watch something on that. I watch a cool film or series on that. Like I loved that new Carnival Row. That blew my mind because I do believe in entities that are out there that are just on the periphery. We see, feel, and hear them sometimes. Everybody has ringing ears lately. That's you guys just absolutely downloading new information. That's how our spirits and angels talk to us. Their frequency is so much higher. It simply can only come through as ringing. It can't come through as a voice. If we continually heard voices, like if I wasn't channeling and I heard these voices all the time, it would drive me crazy. It'd be like a radio station I could never shut off, right? But our angels don't do that to that. Our guides don't do that to us because they don't want us to think we're losing our grips with reality, you know? And I know a lot of seers, a lot of light workers say that they do sometimes feel crazy. I have full-on conversations with my ancestors in my car, and I sometimes have to pick up my phone and pretend I'm talking on my phone if there's cars on either side of me and they're looking at me, because I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to my ancestors. What are you going to do about that? But I do. I talk out loud. I laugh most of the time because I have very humorous, fun, loving entities that speak to me. And they're mischievous. And one time when I went to a Reiki healer, she said, I see two women around you and they're very funny and light. And she's like, and you have zero negative energy around you. They remove it. You remove it. You're a natural repellent of that. And she's like, and they're very joyful. And it's my aunt and my mother. And they are funny and they are ridiculous and they're fantastic. However, sometimes in public, we got to not be as crazy as all that. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just also the love and light that we know that there's all this twinkling magic everywhere. And your spirit wants you to know that you're protected. They're watching over you. They love you. They're going to guide you. Slow down. You're not competing with anybody. You are perfect as you are, group one. So just know and feel that. If you want to watch the other groups, those messages will also be meant for you. Love and light. I hope you guys are feeling better because I know today is a bizarre energy. That's why I wanted to do the second video. It took me a moment to kind of kind of ground out this morning, and I realized, there is some changes going on, and we're all just adjusting, that's all. So beautiful, beautiful energy, love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie, and I'm so happy to have you over here, and all my links are down below. There's a little gray arrow. It will bring you to everything that's down there. If you need a private read, my Instagram, I'd love to see you over there. My Etsy store, every single thing. I have all natural handmade crystals, all fun things. Everything is down there. Go check it out. Let your life surprise and amaze you, because crazy great things are right around the corner. The best is yet to come, group one. Okay, now we're on number 2, visualization. You guys got this. That is one of the most healing mechanisms that are available to us, and I do this all the time. I visualize what is the next thing I'm looking forward to, and I make it happen immediately. We're not talking about, oh, our happiness is in the future. Oh, I'm going to be happy when I have this house. I'm going to be happy when I have that raise. No, because what happens is even when we reach that, we're then planning for our next future. So we're in that present, and we're not enjoying it because we're already planning for the next best thing. Something about humanity when the ego gets involved is always planning more, 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 more. No, this is about absolutely adoring what we have right now, being aware of it, saying thank you, having gratitude, and relishing how beautiful, wonderful, and rich our life is. Because I don't care. There's this tarot reader out there, and I love him so much. He has one deck of cards. It's all he uses every day, simple on his table. He's so cute, and it's so wonderful, and he relishes the fact that he gets to do that. I mean, I'm of course much more greedy in the tarot deck department and oracle deck. I need everything because I love artwork. That is one place where I'm insatiable, and it's funny. Otherwise, I don't care. I don't care about anything else. Food is good, but you know what I mean? We all have our thing, but we need, and sometimes if we have an excess, we have less appreciation. So we really do have to quantify what's necessary in our lives and start to visualize what do you want and step into that immediately. Do you want to feel better? Go for a little walk right now. Put on some good music, sing a song, laugh as loud as you can, put on a stand-up comedian. Think about the last time you laughed so loud and what made you laugh. Go watch some crazy memes on Instagram, things like that, things that lift you, and right away you're ready to visualize better things because you're in a better headspace. Better headspace equals better visualization, equals better energy, equals better outcome and life. Absolutely. I have to adjust myself, my frequency every day. I wake up and I'm like, I got it. I'm like, nope, you don't have to do anything. Slow your roll. And this is what Spirit wants you to know right now. Love and compassion. Have compassion for yourself. You are trying your best. You are not out there to be competing with all these other people that are competing with themselves. They're competing with the world. Slow down. Have compassion for your life path. You're finding it. You're finding your way. You don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to have all the attention, love, affection, and all the kudos in the world. Slowly things come to us. If we had everything at once and all the answers, there would be no challenges, which would mean no nothing to have a passion or chase after, right? It would just be won over. I'll give you an example. When I inherited some of my family money when I was younger, I didn't appreciate anything I could buy with that money. It was the weirdest thing because I've always been someone who worked hard for what she had. So when I could just go out and buy a BMW on my lunch break, or go out and do this and that, oh, and I long spent that money. I went through that like crazy, but I mean, it helped in terms of houses, cars, and all of that as we moved and we were able to live in England. But at that time, I had very little appreciation for the things that I was able to get with that, because I hadn't found my life path purpose. I thought the things were going to make me happy. So then when they didn't, I would get something else, so on and so forth. It's actually a lonely experience because I always liked working for what I had. You know what I mean? And then I had to have compassion for my situation, you know, and I began to share more and more and, help other people along their life path and provide them with vehicles and stuff like that, and just realize I was always meant to be a light worker and be someone who gave. So have compassion. Your good grades are coming. Your soulmate is coming. Your future, defined the way you want it, is coming. It's all on its way. Okay? You also have the promise from the new moon. Make a promise to yourself that you're going to be easy on yourself, that you're going to have understanding and love and compassion for yourself and your path. And also make a promise that you're going to treat yourself the absolute best you can. That means great inner dialogue. Never criticize or put yourself down. We're only doing the best we can do, and this world is very challenging. There's a lot of capital a-holes out there that try to derail us. They have envy, jealousy. There's all kinds of weird things out there and vibrations. And so we're doing our best, you know, to separate ourselves from the wolves, right? Separate ourselves from the people that want to devour everything, as opposed to the cute little kittens that just want to experience and play. And I feel like you're a kitten. You want to play, you want to be held, you want to cuddle, you want to feel safe, right? So know that that's always available to you. And right now, I feel, look at this. Yes, your ancestors are going to help you through this. Generations of angels and ancestors are going to start providing you with answers and help along your path. Look for these synchronicities. I feel like these 1111s, 555s, all these things, the ringing in your ears, sometimes your heart just skipping a beat, you seeing all these white-winged moths, butterflies, and creatures. These are all elementals of your ancestors trying to help you and say, we're with you. You know, we are here. We are your angelic cheerleaders. We want you to succeed, feel peaceful and loved, and I'm going to help you in every way I can. And you'll see these things and you'll feel good. But most importantly, breath. Breathe. Take deep breaths. I'm going to do this right now. Do it with me. Take one deep breath. Go. We are such shallow breathers because we are racing around trying to complete things, where all we need to do is have deep breaths, realign our chakras, slow down, focus, and remember why we're here. We're here to enjoy each other, our experiences, and just to live with joy and peace. And that's it. Everything else is going to come from there. Everything is going to be renewed, redefined, and kind of reconfigured in your mind, and you're going to be just fine. So beautiful energy, group 2. You're going to have love and compassion for yourself and others. You're going to slow your roll and really focus on what's important. Your ancestors are going to guide you, and they're going to give you all kinds of symbols. I feel like you are going to see symbols popping up when you need it, and it's going to remind you, if you have some Irish, Scottish, Celtic ancestors, you're going to see those symbolisms. Again, anybody from India, you have lotus flowers, all those beautiful symbols that remind you of your heritage, your beautiful belonging to this planet, and how, you're constantly going to be enveloped in love from your ancestors, group 2. I love that for you. So beautiful. I'm going to take another breath. So exciting. I swear I felt so psyched to create this video, because right when I saw like my 30th message from somebody that just couldn't recalibrate her day, I was like, I need to do this video because I felt like this morning. And I understand. And it's not fun because we're so harsh on ourselves, and then we don't get anything done because we procrastinate, we criticize, and then we go down this rabbit hole. And we don't deserve that. We deserve to calm down and have a good day. So now we're on to number 3, which is creativity. Right away, this is saying color, paint, sing, dance, however you want to express yourself. Do it right now. It's going to bring your lightness and happiness and joy, and your spirit is going to rejoice in this. Again, it's a purification process when we just express ourselves from our most organic, authentic self, whatever it is. It's like saying exactly what you mean, maybe a little bit of a filter if you're trying to, express to somebody that their behavior is just supremely awful or whatever. We have to temper things, but express yourself. Don't hold it in. I feel like a lot of you need to voice your opinion about what you think of somebody's behavior, a family, a friend, a spouse. Something is going on where you need to get that out. So right now, that's going to be your purification process. Write it down and then read it back to yourself and see how it sounds to you. Use love, compassion, and nothing accusatory. Simply, when you do this, I really feel this way. It's damaging because A, B, and C, right? Just express yourself authentically. You can't go wrong. We are not trying to make somebody feel foolish, silly, or belittle them. We're trying to express what's going on, and I feel like it's important. You're going through a rebirth process where you're going to have a whole new understanding of what's helpful to you. Things are not helpful to you. Situations are. You're going to have nurturing love and people all around you that are going to help you in a huge way. Submerge yourself in what's important to you. Submerge yourself and then come up and emerge when you're ready to. Stay away from people, places, and things. There are answers that are coming to you in a big way. They're veiled right now, but they are there, and they're very purpose driven. They're going to help you in your purpose. They're going to help you go where you need to go. And a part of this is your new beginnings. It's almost like a new wish list. You're granted a new wish list. It's going to come your way because you're not pushing this too far out in the future. You're not pushing this saying, if I do this, then I can have this. You just know that everything that you hope, wish, and want is on its way. You're going to start to envision it. You're going to feel it, and start with feeling good, because that's where it all begins. You feel good. You're worthy. Now it's on its way. So those are your messages. Love and light to you. I hope you have a good afternoon. All my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and namaste.